Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and for taking time out of your undoubtedly busy schedules to come to listen to myself and the other candidates. We are all passionate about SGA, and I know each and every one of us is so grateful for the opportunity to speak with you all this evening. My name is Alexandra Briggs, and I am running for the position of Executive Secretary. This upcoming Senate year will hopefully be my fourth and final year as a part of Student Government Association, and I can honestly say that being a part of this organization has been the most impactful experience of my college career. Way back in 2010, the very first week of my freshman year, I decided to run for Class of 2014 Senator. Winning that election shaped my entire freshman year experience and consequently my Elon experience as a whole. Since then, I've also served as sophomore class senator, a member of Homecoming Committee and Special Events Committee, junior class vice president, Special Events Committee chair, and currently as junior class president. My personal growth through my 3 years at Elon has largely mirrored my growth in the Senate, and I attribute a large portion of the leadership skills I have developed, of the leadership skills I have developed to the experiences I have had on SGA. My time on the Senate has not only allowed me to meet many members of the student body that I would not otherwise have known, but it has also given me the opportunity to represent the interests and passions of these students in the Senate. It is no secret to me or to my fellow senators that this past Senate year has been one of the most controversial in recent history, and the tensions ran high in the Senate, the student body, and the entire Elon community. As some of you may or may not know, Executive Secretary has several different responsibilities, including the planning and execution of Elon's homecoming weekend. I believe that this year's homecoming provides a unique opportunity to unite the student body and the alumni, and to remind our entire Elon community exactly how much we all love this institution. As a member of Homecoming Committee and of the Senate, I have had the unique chance over the past 3 years to witness the growth of Homecoming Weekend to a place that is largely unrecognizable from where it was several years ago. I attribute much of this to the addition of the Homecoming concert, but far more to the incredible planning and leadership of the past executive secretaries. I truly hope that you will put your faith in me as Executive Secretary to continue this trend of exponential growth, not only in Homecoming Weekend, but in the presence of SGA in the everyday lives of our students. Many of my fellow students do not understand exactly what it is that SGA does, or why I so enjoy being a part of it, and it is my hope for the upcoming year to continue to demonstrate to my fellow students, alumni, and the entire Elon community that SGA really does work for you. I encourage each of you to exercise your right to choose your SGA representatives by voting in this year's SGA elections next week, and I hope that you will choose me, Alexandra Briggs, to serve as your next Executive Secretary. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a happy Valentine's.
When I was a senior in high school looking for colleges, I visited Elon on a whim, driving down 85 North en route to UNC Chapel Hill. Without even an official tour, I knew from that very first visit that Elon was the place for me. And for nearly 2 years, Elon has been my home. Not merely the address that I use to order my books from Amazon, but Elon has been a community that has fostered creativity and ambition and encouraged growth and engagement. This past Senate year has shown just how important student government is for our community. Elon needs experienced and dedicated executive officers who will put the student body first. I can safely assure you that I, as Executive Secretary, will put forth the time and energy necessary for the job. As Executive Secretary, I want to continue the tradition of homecoming and succeed in including more voices of more students on campus. It is my vision that homecoming is a week that everyone will want to be involved in. My time in SGA has been immensely rewarding. I have taken on many responsibilities that have helped me prepare for the role of Executive Secretary. I have acted as co-chair for the Special Events Committee, helping coordinate the presidential election debate, the annual Senate dinner, and the holiday party at the Maynard House. I have sponsored bills and resolutions written by the members of the student body, all experiences that qualify me to be Elon's Executive Secretary. My love for organization, along with my commitment and enthusiasm for this student government, is the reason that I am running for Executive Secretary. Elon is my home. I want everyone at Elon to feel as comfortable and supported here as I do. I want Elon to be a home that everyone will want to return to. It is my most sincere hope that with your vote, I can make strides to make Elon's community the best that it can be. A place where all students can come together in our love for our school, our academic resolve, and our dedication to honesty, integrity, responsibility, and respect.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lauren Ryman, and I would be honored to serve as your next Executive Secretary. For 3 years, the Elon community has given me so much, and it is my turn to give back to the student body. As an active member of your student government for the past 2 years, I know it is crucial for SGA to mold itself and further develop in order to represent the ever-changing population of our great school. As your Executive Secretary, I can help lead the Senate in representing the 5,225 students that currently attend Elon. Many of our peers running tonight for various seats have touched upon their experiences while serving on SGA and have highlighted their shining moments while on the Senate. I, however, am the only candidate for Executive Secretary that did not begin serving in the fall of my freshman year. I understand what it feels like to not understand the importance of the Student Government Association. Like you, I wondered how SGA represented me and what took place in the organization's weekly meetings. This experience will allow me to better connect with members of the student body that find themselves removed from the student government. Involved in a variety of campus activities from residence life to club sports to Greek life and volunteer programs, I feel connected to a large portion of the Elon students and look forward to meeting even more of you. For a student government to function at its highest level, all members of the Elon community must feel connected and well represented. As your Executive Secretary, I vow to work towards this and propose a Friday fact sheet that I will send out to the student body outlining the previous night's SGA meetings. These will be kept short and sweet so that they can be read in between classes, on the bio bus, or in line at Mosley. This is one of the many ideas that I have to allow the student body to feel better represented by their student government. I would like to serve as your next Executive Secretary in order to leave Elon an even stronger institution than the university that we are all privileged enough to attend today. I am passionate about making the Elon experience the absolute best experience that we can collectively dream to aspire to become. In order to truly make a difference in the experience of present and future Phoenixes, I will wholly commit myself to serving as your Executive Secretary. Part of this commitment requires actively listening to the student body while understanding that with this commitment comes the need to make tough and decisive positions on sensitive issues. Homecoming week is a meaningful and exciting time for students, alumni, and others in the Elon family. It is SGA's biggest event of the year and arguably the time that we touch the most students at once. I am ready to take on the challenge of creating a program that is enjoyable and can be valued by everyone. I hope to continue long-standing traditions while also soliciting the student body to make it even greater. I have worked closely with prior executive secretaries as they have navigated the complexities of orchestrating homecoming weekend, and I am committed to making our next homecoming a huge success. In addition to planning all the activities for homecoming week and creating the Friday Fact email, I believe an important goal for the Executive Council is to increase student involvement in athletic events, theater events, and other scheduled events on campus. By combining the skills of communication students and the passion of athletes, performers, and club leaders, we could create promotional videos and generate excitement on campus. The videos for each sport could be played at a fall pep rally to introduce players to the student body and update students with sports schedules. This would create hype within the student body and bring together organizations and athletics without stretching the budget. This concept also works towards a second goal of mine, which is increasing communication and the cooperation between different organizations on campus. You hopefully now understand a bit more of why I love Elon and how I feel I can improve the campus for the upcoming semester. With your support and cooperation, together we can make this the best year yet. Together, we can produce a product that other universities and student bodies aspire to attain. If you elect me, I promise to do my very best every day to fulfill my duties and responsibilities to you as our student body. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you this evening, and I hope that come February 19th, you will feel confident in voting for me, Lauren Ryman, to be your next Executive Secretary. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ricky Rosati, and I'm running for Executive Treasurer. Tonight, I want to talk to you about what I believe this position demands and why I would be so honored to be your treasurer. Our current Executive Treasurer, Wellsford, has taught me more than I could have imagined this past year. Things like the importance of an efficient budget process, restructuring account information for all organizations, and most importantly, involving the Senate within the Treasury process and with their constituents. These changes have continued to propel the Treasury forward, and I vow to continue that trend. As Assistant Executive Treasurer, I help manage student activity fee budget for over 200 organizations. I feel so privileged to work with these students and see the work that they do firsthand. Elon has a special quality that is rare. Most universities provide undergraduates with opportunities, sure, but at Elon, each and every student can make an impact. Our strategic plan states an unprecedented university commitment to diversity and global engagement. I believe in that commitment, but I also believe in a diversity of passion. Elon students are extremely intelligent young people with visions to create change. I know that my first semester at Elon was new and exciting. Excuse me. I had a thirst to do things that really made me feel uncomfortable and test my brain. I feel very blessed to talk about my Elon experience, but I know each and every student has their own unique story. There's something very unique very surreal about new experiences, and with this many organizations, it's practically impossible to leave here without one. I want to be a part of each student's experience and help them fulfill their own Elon commitment. Having the chance to influence these students will undoubtedly make me a better person and grow my love for this school. Elon has given me a home away from home, an academic experience that is engaging and enlightening, and the chance to see the world from an unbiased perspective. This past winter term, I had the great privilege to speak with prospective Elon students. A very special person in Provost House had that same privilege. Dr. House left them with some very powerful words that encompass all that Elon has to offer, and he calls this writing new stories. This theme was inspired by an Elon professor, Bob Anderson, an associate professor of political science. And tonight, I want to leave you with these words in the form of a charge. Never be satisfied with completely whom or where you are. Be open to new roads to travel, and always be curious. Sustain your passions, but balance them with compassion. Exhibit responsibility and expect it from others. Celebrate diversity and inclusion in your thoughts, opinions, companions, and actions. Protect your honesty. It is your most precious possession. Let service for others become a part of service of self. And most importantly, recognize that learning never ends. The real joy of life is in the journey, a journey that offers multiple roads to many destinations. The challenge for you is to find a way to live life in a manner that shows that your story is intertwined with the stories of others and is never completely written. Please, let me intertwine my story with yours. Thank you.
How's it going, guys? I'd just like to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone, first of all. I know we're all sitting here watching speeches, so it's kind of depressing, but it's all right. My name is Ryan Budden, and I'm running for the Executive Vice President. So I just want to talk a little bit about myself and then some goals that I know I want to address as soon as I get into office, first of all. So about myself, my freshman year, I'm a junior right now. My freshman year, I was the freshman class president. Sophomore year, I was the sophomore class president. And then last year, I took a break and I started the wrestling club here at Elon University. I'm the current president of that, as well as I became the president of my fraternity, Lambda Chi Alpha. So I'm ready to get back into Elon, and I feel like my first 2 years I really learned the intricacies of how SGA works really well. Now a little bit about myself personally. I was born in Australia, moved to Hong Kong, Singapore, Shanghai, Korea, and then came to the United States for high school. So I really feel like this has forced me to interact with a huge variety of people. And that's given me the skill set to address what I view as Elon's SGA's biggest problem, and that's communication with the student body. We really have a forum where we can make change. We just need to get the ideas. You know, there's a select few of us that actually get to participate, but if we really go and get everybody else's mindsets, we can actually make that change happen. So going along with the theme of change, Elon is changing and all of us can see that. Mill Point is now a affirmed community at Elon. That's unbelievable. The global village is kind of rising before our eyes. If you guys have been there, it's already a huge structure. Lakeside Dining Hall just opened. And I feel like this is a pivotal point in Elon's history and future where we can actually make a change happen. we can get our voice heard and point the university in a direction that we want to see that happen. Now, a couple other things that I want to work on. The biobus. There's a section of Elon's community that really relies on the biobus for their main form of transportation around Elon. And I don't think it's quite right yet. I think it needs to be tweaked a little bit. For instance, it doesn't run on the weekends, so people that live out in Danley, it's kind of a struggle for them sometimes. So we can tweak that, and again, that's one of the things I'd like to get some support on. Next, if you're an upperclassman and you live on campus, I feel like the biggest problem is parking. I have a serious issue with it, and I know I've talked to a lot of people today. I got a $100 fine today, actually. It's a big thing. So I know Elon actually right now is looking at kind of changing up the parking, and again, it's a pivotal point in our time where we can point that in the direction that we want that to happen, so we can leave our mark as a community here for the years to come. So just as a final note, please vote for me. My name is Ryan Button. I'm running for Executive Vice President. Thanks, guys.
Good evening, my fellow students. My name is Joan Corvia, and I'm running for the position of Executive Vice President of SGA. Before I start, I want to ask you a question. Why did you choose to attend Elon University? Was it for the beauty of our campus? Was it the number of undergraduates? Was it the resources that Elon has to offer? At one point or another, each and every one of us was asked this question. Why are we here? Out of all the universities in the country, let alone the world, we are at Elon. Now, while we each came for different reasons, we all have the aspiration of getting an education that can prepare us for the world. If asked this question in August of 2011 before my first day at Elon, I would have responded that I fell in love with this campus and liked how the class sizes were kind of on the smaller side because that fit with my learning style, you know? What I did not anticipate was the reasons for why I continued to fall in love with this university each and every day. We learn more than just information pertaining to our majors during our tenures at Elon. We strive to become global citizens that can make an impact on the ever-evolving world around us. We have some of the greatest professors in the world teaching us concepts that we'll be able to apply for the rest of our lives. But I personally believe that some of my greatest teachers have been those of you that are tuned in tonight and listening from wherever you are, and those of you in this room with me right now. Among us are those that teach us the true meaning of altruism, giving back to the community and asking for nothing in return. Among us are those that fight for what they believe in and continue to strive for equal opportunity, while being respectful of the differences of others. Among us are those who are pioneers for change and encompass the drive to do whatever they put their mind to. You all are some of the best leaders, mentors, and activists of our generation, and there is a wealth of knowledge at our university that is unparalleled elsewhere. This is why I came to Elon. Our successes as a student body are immense. We are people of merit that strive for excellence and are programmed to succeed. We have ideas that are revolutionary and the passion to do anything that we wish. At this point in our lives, we have so much potential to change the world, and our means to do so comes with our voice. Being on student government has allowed me to see miraculous ideas come to life. Some aspirations were fulfilled in moments, while others took hours of work and dedication. Yet the length of a journey does not diminish the end goal. Thomas Edison once stated on the long process of inventing the light bulb, "I have not failed. I have found 10,000 ways that won't work." Yet, with the proper guidance, determination, and passion, he was able to complete what he set out to do. Much like Thomas Edison, many of you have worked hard to complete your goals and have spent countless hours attempting to change our university for the better and making your dreams come true. The Student Government Association is here for you in an internal endeavor to aid you in achieving everything that you aspire to do and everything that you aspire to be. As Executive Vice President, I will help each and every one of you make your voice heard, as I genuinely wish to make it as easy as possible for you all to get what you want out of Elon University. As a student body, we naturally have conflicting viewpoints. That is not a deterrent, but an incredible benefit. We are able to see multiple sides of an issue and come together to make sure that we can succeed in achieving what we wish to do. As Executive Vice President, I cannot guarantee that I can make the lines in Lakeside shorter or add a dining option to the academic pavilions. But what I solemnly promise to do is to make sure that students on our campus have a voice and are able to express themselves, no matter what opinion they have. Given the opportunity, I will be required to facilitate an environment in which both sides of any argument are given an even chance at getting their point across. I am dedicated to the sentiment that every opinion matters and variety of thought leads to the best decisions. No matter what viewpoint you support, I can assure you that your voice will be heard and you all will have the opportunity to express yourself. I know that I will be able to effectively moderate the Senate in an unbiased nature that will foster freedom of opinion and allow everyone an equal ability to get his or her idea across. As Speaker of the Senate, I will be charged with the responsibility to mediate discussions of various topics while maintaining the ideal that each senator is able to represent their constituents and let their voices be heard. There will be many difficult discussions, and there will be times where order will be necessary to guide beneficial and constructive dialogues. There will also be situations where leadership is needed to aid the Senate in understanding procedures and technicalities. I strongly believe that I can be a leader in that regard and will do an excellent job in leading the Senate in a positive direction. I have the strength and determination to work side by side with each and every one of you. I'm confident that together as a student body, we will have the potential to do anything that we wish to accomplish, and that I can and will be an advocate for your voice that will stop at nothing to let you be heard. My life goal is to become a doctor because I want to aid others and be there for those in need. My motives for running for executive vice president are the same. I genuinely care about each and every one of you because you are part of the institution that I love so much and will do anything for. I, Joseph Incorvia, pledge that I will work tirelessly for you all. When that light bulb of yours turns on and you have an idea that you wish to share, I will do whatever it takes to make sure it is heard. Entrust your vote in me and allow me to show the world your ideas and your issues that you may have, because I can assure you that I will let your voice shine through me. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Brown, and I'm running for the office of SGA Executive President. I'd like to thank everyone who came out tonight, the excellent student media organizations who are covering this event, and of course the student body who's watching these speeches. I've had the pleasure of meeting many of my fellow students in my 3 years at Elon, but for those of you who have not yet met, I'd like to take a minute to tell you a bit about myself. I'm a junior from just outside of Richmond, Virginia, double majoring in economics and political science, and I'm a business fellow as well. I've had the honor to serve on SGA for 2 years as the class 2014 senator during my sophomore year, and as the class 2014 treasurer right now during my junior year. In addition, I've had the ability to serve as the chief of staff to the current executive president, giving me insight into the daily requirements and job title and role of the executive president. I believe that this combination of experience, both on the Senate and in working with the executive president, qualifies me to be a candidate for the office of SGA president. Now, there are many things that candidates often promise when they're running for office, and I'm not going to promise a lot of things that I may not be able to achieve. I will promise what I know I can achieve, and that is 2 simple things. I will communicate with the student body to the best of my ability, and the SGA will strive to listen to you as best we can and better than we ever have before. Now, these aren't lofty goals, but I think with a little bit of hard work, there are things we can achieve. In terms of listening to communicating with the student body, first off, I'd like to improve the SGA website. Right now it's outdated and could use an overhaul, which would provide additional information to the student body. In addition, I'd like to have the SGA secretary post the minutes of every meeting to the website so the student body is aware of what's being debated and discussed each week. In addition, the SGA executive officers are required to hold weekly office hours, and I would like to have some of those, perhaps once a month, held downstairs in Mosley or other points around campus. This would give students the opportunity to meet and be introduced to the current executives, officers of SGA, and to voice their concerns to them. Finally, I would like to work with the global program to see if it would be possible for incoming freshman students who are enrolled in global classes to attend SGA meetings as part of that class. As this program progresses, we would continue to build and grow our base of students who have a working knowledge of not only the representatives on SGA, but what SGA is there to do. In terms of listening to the students, I believe there are a few other things SGA can accomplish. First off, I would have an open door policy at all times for all students who wish to talk to me about any issues they have. In addition, I would try to meet with the organization presidents of all the organizations at Elon at some point over the year. I would encourage the organizational council representatives on the SGA to attend at least one meeting of each organization they represent, and also to hold a once a semester forum with the executive officers of those clubs and organizations they represent to learn about the ideas and concerns they have. Finally, we need to remember that SGA's doors are always open, and we ask all students to bring any ideas, concerns, or issues they have forwards to us so that we can discuss them and work to improve our university. The main thing I can promise is that I will represent you, the students of Elon, to the best of my ability. I'll listen to you and your ideas. I'll dedicate myself to advancing your interest to both the Senate, the administration, and to the senior staff. I'll serve as president with responsibility and integrity, and I'll strive to be as effective and beneficial a president as possible. I'd like to thank you all for having the opportunity to run for SGA president. I'd like to wish Scott, my opponent, and everyone else who's running for office the best of luck, and I hope that you will vote for me, Patrick Brown, or as it says in the ballot, David Brown, on February 19th and 20th. Thank you very much.
My time at Elon has taught me many things, the most important being that each individual is ultimately in control of his or her own destiny, and that we are capable of anything we set our minds to. As executive president, over the last year, I have had the privilege of not only working with students who have ambitious dreams, but of being able to watch those dreams come to fruition. Did you know that last year, 2 members of Elon's Model United Nations Club were named best delegates at a conference held at Georgetown University? Or that 30 students affiliated with Global Medical Brigades took a mission trip to Honduras where they provided more than 1,000 people with free medical care? Or that Elon Volunteers has raised $38,600 for alternative break trips this year alone. These are just a few examples of what Elon students do to better themselves, the Elon community, and their world every single day. I'm proud to say that SGA has played a role in each one of these projects, as well as many others over the last year. These accomplishments are due to the exceptional initiative on the parts of the students who coordinate and contribute to our campus organizations, as well as the incredible opportunities that we are presented with daily by our professors, our school, and our peers. Together, we strive to push Elon and ourselves to new heights. I can attest to this personally. Ever since coming to Elon, I have had the privilege of working with energetic, brilliant, and caring people who have presented me with opportunities to learn and grow. I cannot think of one opportunity that I've had in the last 2.5 years for which I do not owe someone, or in most cases, many people, for taking a chance and believing in me. This school and these people are responsible for who I am today. I have dedicated my time at Elon to making sure that I grow as an individual, and hoping that I can help this institution to grow in some small way along with me. So what does this have to do with SGA, or my candidacy for executive president? It is my opinion that SGA exists to allow Elon students to express themselves and to achieve their goals. I've had the honor of serving 3 Senate terms, first as Organizational Council Liaison, second as Chief of Staff to Sam Warren, and most recently as Executive Treasurer. In this time, I've noticed a trend. SGA functions best when each and every senator views himself or herself as a servant to the will and needs of Elon students above all else. As Executive Treasurer, I have acted as an advocate for student projects to be funded, and as Executive President, I will be an advocate for student voices to be heard. My experiences form my philosophy on how to best work with people to achieve goals. Facilitating budget hearings for every organization on campus has shown me how to make lofty plans possible with only the limited resources at hand, as well as how to distribute our limited student activity fee budget. Working to get Senate approval for special allocations ranging from a Thousand Thanks letter writing campaign to the Periclean Scholars mission trip to Yucatan this winter term have shown me the degree of diversity that my peers display. Redesigning the budget hearing process for the 2013 fiscal year has shown me the importance of always being open to new ideas. Outside of the realm of SGA, working with the Elon Network has impacted upon me how hard Elon students are willing to work to make their dreams come true. As Executive President, I will work to help you achieve your goals. I want you to feel like you belong at Elon. As Executive President, I will make sure you are able to speak your mind, whether it be to me, to the Senate, or to the entire Elon community. That's why I'm not running on a platform based on increasing SGA awareness or promises to build swimming pools or add 20-minute parking spaces. I'm running on the platform of, if you want one of these things, let's do it together. Weekly meetings with organizational council members, weekly meetings with council liaisons, reorganizing the organizational council. These are plans that I have for SGA. What plans do you have for SGA? What plans do you have for Elon? I believe that it is the executive president's duty to take each Elon student's vision and combine it into a coherent one for the school's future. I hope that you agree with this, because I know that together we can do some incredible things here. I've seen it happen time and time again at Elon, and I hope that I've convinced you to let me play a role in your future as our student body president. Thank you. Have a nice Valentine's Day.